book called The Lucky Stone. And it's a story of a girl and the way some stones passed down through several generations of her family. Do you know this book? Do you? Right there, she did. Do you like it?
Yeah.
I'll read the first part about the fingernails. Okay. I've got about 24 lucky stones. People always ask me, do I have any? But children send them to me from all over the place. Some of them they paint black. They scratch A's on them. I feel very fortunate to have them. Some people have asked me, why would this story relate to children? Why would I read this to children? It's about slavery. One of the sections is about slavery time. Well, I try to explain that I'm interested in American history, and I know a lot about it, and I like children to know as much as I know about it. And obviously it transcends cultures and things because they like it. The Lucky Stone. I also like to have, this is when the little boy told me I was the oldest person he'd ever seen, because I like to have stories with older people in them. And this has an old lady named, who was a great-grandmother. Her name is Mrs. Elsie F. Pickens, and the F stands for free. On a hot June morning, T and her great-grandmother were sitting on the porch in the sun. T had plumped the cushions on the rocker and helped her great-grandmother get comfortable and park her stick. Then she sat on the first step right by the rocker and smiled. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come and sit. I'm going to sit on the edge of this. Am I going to fall and kill myself? How should I do it? Can you help me, sweetheart? Okay, you hold these. All right. This is going to be attractive, you wouldn't believe. Let me see. Oh, a hot dog. Great, thank you very much. She helps me a lot. Okay. Then she sat on the first step by the rocker and smiled. Tell me a story, Grandma. And that smile was all Mrs. Pickens needed. That smile you got remind me of a lady, her great-grandmother began. Remind me of a lady long, long time ago. This lady was named Vashti, and she lived with her mama right down the road from me and mine. Her and her mama used to sit out in the summertime on their front porch, just rocking like this and smiling just like you, so pretty and polite. But we was all scared of them, because they had real long fingernails on their fingers and real long toenails on their toes. They never did say nothing to us or one another till one day me and my friends was passing by them soft like, and they was smiling and rocking on their porch, and the one Vashti leaned across the railing and whispered right to me, "Girl, you bring me a glass of cool water, I give you a lucky stone." Now, you know that scared me half to death, but it wondered me too, and dog if I didn't light out and run back home and fetch back to that porch a long drink of cool water. Yes, and I can still hear them long fingernails slicking on the glass while she drank it all down her long throat. Then she made me come close to her, and she reached in her bosom and handed me a warm stone, shiny black as nighttime, except for a scratch, looked just like a letter A. And she said the stone was mine. I tell you, sweet tea, I was saying my prayers. I was so scared, but I didn't let on. "Thank you, ma'am, but that's all right," I said to her. But she come right close with her face to the porch rail. "Take it. I got no other chick nor child. It's a lucky stone," she said. So I took it and kept it and got it still. And one fine day I'm going to give it to you, sweet tea. And the story of that stone is this. When Vashti's mama, Miss Mandy, was a little girl, it was slavery time. One day when she was working in the hot sun picking cotton, a mean old snake come creeping up on her by a foot, and she gave a holler and fell down and dumped the sack she was carrying. It split wide open and all the cotton was ruined, don't you know, a whole load of cotton. Now, she was just a girl, but she was scared, because she was due for a beating indeed, and she didn't want to be whipped by that mean old boss man. She had never been whipped before, and she had promised herself she never would be. So she just started creeping, fast and easy and low down in the field so nobody could see her. But the boss man saw her anyhow and started toward her on his horse with a whip in his hand. And she lit out so scared and ran off from the field and hid in a cave. Come dark, she was too scared to go back. And come day again, she was too scared because she had been gone all night. One day become 2, and 2 days become 3. And on the 3rd day, she heard dogs far off and knew she couldn't go back or move from where she was. That little girl. Well, didn't nobody know where she was, slave nor free. When one evening after near a week had gone by, an old driver from the plantation was riding by that cave bringing the carriage when a stone shot out and spooked his horse. That horse reared up, but the driver held him and got him stopped and steady, and then he got down to see what it was that hit his horse. And he found on the ground a stone, black as night. Well, that old man was disgusted that one little stone was making him lose time like that, so he picked it up and threw it back into the cave. And T, do you know, while he was walking back to that carriage, that stone come sailing out of the cave again and hit him on the neck. That old driver grabbed it up and where it fell and looked at it and knew it for the same stone, black as night, but this time it had the letter A scratched on one side. Now, Miss Mandy's right name was Amanda, you know, and her old miss had showed her the letters of it one time. So, of course, now everybody's slave knew where the child was hid. After that, every week regular, some slave would walk or ride by the way of that cave and lose something there. Sometime a chicken, and sometimes some fruit, and sometimes some potatoes and homemade bread, every natural week until emancipation. Weeks and months, T-baby, more than a year. After emancipation, the girl come out from that cave with wild hair and eyes and with them long fingernails on her fingers and long toenails on her toes. And she had that stone with her. And she gave it to her daughter, Vashti, when she got one. And like I have told you, Vashti gave it to me. Now you have to read the rest of it to know what happened to the stone. But I think it's kind of an interesting story. Thank you.